YouTube, what's happening? It is Saturday, August 1st, and it is a beautiful day. I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach. It's an amazing day. There is baseball on all day. There is football on all day long. I have college game day on one of my screens right now. That's how much I'm into Saturday today. And it was a great day. Yesterday was a great day. 6-3 in baseball. Now I did hit the moneyline parlay, sorta. I did hit the 5-legger because the day game missed, but then I say, you know what? Let me put the 4 back together, put a unit on it, and see what happens. That hit. But since I didn't give that out as a play, I'm not going to add it to my total. So 6-3 on the day officially, still at 31 units. We'll take that, no problem. Now for the actual shout out part, the top 3 are me. I took the 3 player props. I only took 3 player props and all 3 hit and put them in a parlay, and that hit. Amazing day. The 4-leg money line parlay hit, and then someone on Twitter sent me their play that they hit using my information. Boom, plus 950. I will shout those out anytime I see them. Great calls overall. Amazing day for not just me, for a lot of people. So quick little side note, we do have 15 games today, but football's on today too. But I want to tell, if you're one of my paid people that pay for, you're a YouTube member, you do WAP, you do Patreon, and you're not in Discord, you have access to Discord. It's included. You get it, no problem. So you have full access to that. So you can check that out. We're doing conversations in there, baseball, football. I'm adding plays. People are adding plays. We're sweating things out. It's fun in there. It's a little stressful at times because there's some sweats in there, but when we hit, oh, it's beautiful. So you can check that out for free. All you got to do is connect your account. It's included. If you're one of those 3 already, you get it. So it's totally optional. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, but I post plays for my members. But if you want conversations and stuff, that needs to be in Discord. So check that out if you want to. No pressure. It's up to you. Just an option. So on top of it, we have 15 games today. We got football going on later. I need to get moving. So let's jump to that first game right now. All right, first game, we got the Cardinals and the Yankees. We can see the Yankees are a pretty decent favorite. 9.5 is your total. Let's look over at the weather. We see it's going to be pretty nice. A little wind blowing in, 79 degrees. Your basic day. Can't complain. Let's look. 49% Murphy based on what they've done. 3.7 and 295 for St. Louis. That's 18th and 7th. Yankees are 3.3, 219. So the runs are about the same. Averages lean St. Louis. So, but Yankees are trending up, but you like to see a trend up. That's always good. And strikeouts, St. Louis just doesn't strike out much apparently. And Yankees are bottom half. So let's look at some pitchers. We got Gibson going out there. Gibson's last start was not the best. 5 hits, 7 earned against San Diego. Not good. Before that, it was okay. Before that, again, not good. And so he's prone to give up some runs recently. That ain't good. Will Warren's going out there for the Yanks, and his last start was against Colorado, not in Coors Field, and he still gave up 5 runs and 7 hits. And again, a good start against the White Sox, and then not good. So we have 2 pitchers that are, they're giving up runs, basically. What's the over again? 9.5. I see why now. Let's look at some props. Dig a little deeper, shall we? Let's see. Nothing here. St. Louis versus righties. Anybody stand out? We got a couple 300s for Burleson and Wynn. Nothing else, though. Nothing stands out. Hits. I mean, you've already pitched in 4 games this year, so is how much info are we really going to have? Like, you give up hits. That's cool. I see that. And St. Louis is 7th in average. I don't know if I like it that much, though. I'm on the props. Let's see, strikeouts. You have been striking out, dudes. That's a thing. You are a strikeout dude. That is for sure. But St. Louis doesn't strike out, so I'm not taking it. Sorry. You can. I'm not. I'm not. I've learned my lesson enough times. Gibson, let's see what you got, buddy. You probably got some history at least. Yep, there we go. Torres has got a 214 and 14 at bats. Chisholm 273 to 11 with a home run. Grisham 270 with 12 at bats. Soto 333. Judge is only 143 and 7 at bats. Huh. Interesting. Stanton's only 125. Oh. But Yankees are green. There's a lot of green on the Yankees when it comes to righties. Okay. Okay. It still might be a bad day for Gibson. It's a bad day to be a baseball in Yankee Stadium, that's for sure. Strikeouts have gone down. Hits have been all over the place. Earned runs are either going sky high or he's only going to go up 2. That's why his number's 3.5. Ooh, okay. Walks and outs. Yeah, there we go. Cool. I don't like any of those, let's be honest. Let's go to bats. We have Mason Wynn, Burleson, both of them, and Judge to get a walk, but that 250 number is crazy. Wynn and Burleson. Didn't I just see them? Hold up. Wait a minute. Wynn, Burleson. Huh. Okay. They're both batting 300 versus righties. They're facing a pitcher who is a strikeout dude, but neither one has a really high K rate, so that's good. Ooh. Ooh. Do I take both for fun? Oh, no, I'm not taking both. I'm taking one. Who do I want to take? I'm going to take. You know what? We're going to have fun today. I'm going to take both these. I'm going to parlay them. That's what we're going to do. One unit between both of them. That way, we're going to call it parlay of Win slash Burleson over 1.5 HR. There we go. That way, if let's have fun with it. Yeah, good stuff. I like that. I like that a lot. So we're going to take both of them in a parlay. That should get us to hopefully like plus 120, I'm guessing. I'm not great with casino math. So, I mean, yeah, cool. Anyone else? I mean, Judge walks, nah. So, I was gonna take the over. I lean the over, but now that I have that as a parlay, as one unit on this game, I'm trying to be a little more conservative, trying to hold on these profits the best I can. So we got one unit on this game. That's enough. Next game. All right, next up, Chicago, Washington. Chicago's it's a pick 'em, slight favorite pick 'em, whatever. 900 total. Weather in DC is looking like this. Nationals Park is looking pretty good. Blowing out at 86 degrees. Not bad. Can't complain. Cubs offense is still on fire. Somebody needs to call the fire department because they cannot be put out. 10 runs a game in their last 3 for first. They only scored 7. Oh, they're trending downward. Only 7 in their last game. 288 in their last 3. 257. That's fallen off a little bit. It was higher. They are striking out more again, too. I see that. They're up to 13 yesterday. That's not good in strikeouts. Washington, 5 runs, 255. That's 13th and 13th. You still got to give the offense advantage to Chicago. But Washington, their top half, not bad. So, and Washington's striking out way more than usual. They don't strike out this much. So they're struggling on the strikeouts. It's like they shut down Sonny, and then all of a sudden it's like, all right, now we can start striking out more. Like, whatever. Okay, cool. Assad's going out there for Chicago, and this is what he has done. You can see his games. I mean, pretty good numbers. Can't complain. Okay, cool. Hers still hasn't. There's no image. The pitcher doesn't have a pitcher still. That's a shame because he had a one-hit gem against the Braves last one. 6-2. Yeah, I mean, he's been pretty good too. We have 2 good pitchers going out there against a hot offense and a above-average offense. That makes real fun. Something's got to break. So let's look at the props to see if we got anything in here that can show us something. Let's see. Hers, history. Nope, no, Assad. We're on Assad. Assad, history. Nothing. Okay, cool. Washington versus righties. We got some 300s. We got 304 for Garcia. Nothing else really stands out. Hits, very up and down. Strikeouts. Ugh. No. Earned runs and walks. No. Okay. All right. Now we go to hers. Was I looking at hers? I was looking at Assad. Okay, great. I thought I got confused. Okay, hers. Now it's hers time. Hers. Yeah, over 2. Chicago versus lefties. That is a lot of green, unless you're that guy. Everybody else, just don't play him today. Play everyone else, and you're good. He doesn't play anyways. So, yeah, everyone's good at green. Okay. It might be a bad day to be a baseball in Washington. Okay, hits have gotten, I mean, he's been on fire recently outside of this game. Strikeouts have gone up. Aren't the Cubs right there? Yeah, they're mid-20s, but they're on fire. I just don't. If you get rocked, you're going to get pulled early. You might not get to 6 strikeouts. Earned runs have been great. Something's got to give here. Something's going to break. I don't know what it is. Let's go to bats. What do we have? Happ, Suzuki, Swanson. Of course, it's those 3. And Swanson's right there at a pick 'em, basically. Suzuki's at 145 and Happ's at 125. Ooh. Oh, the choices. This one, this worries me. He has been cooking. He hasn't given up more than 2 runs since July 7th. That's impressive. And then Assad hasn't been, I mean, he hasn't given up more than 3 since June. So that worries me. I know the offenses look good. The pitchers look good too, and that scares me to the point I don't want to touch this because I don't know what's going to happen. I know a lot of people will take the Cubs offense and stuff. This could be a pitcher that I have no clue. So since I don't know, I'm not just going to throw money out there. I'm going to pass on it, play it safe, move to the next game. All right, next up we got San Diego and Tampa. Tampa is a slight favorite, 125. It is in St. Pete at the Trop, so there is no weather to worry about. We can see Tampa's lost 52% nerfy based on what they've done this year. 5.7 to 50. You can see what happened yesterday. It was a blowout. Yeah, not even close. Yeah, 13-5. Wow. 10th and 4th. That's 5.7, 250, 3.3, 233. Advantage goes to San Diego slightly, not by much, but slightly. 7.3, and Tampa's last in strikeouts. Like usual, they're down. They're in the bottom three always, it feels like. Vasquez is pitching today for San Diego, and you can see what he's done recently in his last handful of games. That game was not good, but the last few have been okay. Baz is going out there. Baz had a 3-inning gem last time out against Oakland, 7.2 innings. Before that, he gave up a couple runs. He's pitching pretty good. Can't complain. 2 decent pitchers. There you go. Let's pop over to the props. Baz first, no problem. Sure. Yeah. Louis got a home run on you. Come on, you let him get a home run? Crazy. And then there's a whole lot of green again for the Padres against righties. Baz might be up to a long day because we got some 300s, 330. Yeah. Ooh, hits 4.5. I think I'm taking over that. I think I am. Let's see, Baz over 4.5 hits, because I see that you can see based on this they're not pulling him anymore. They're letting him go. They're letting him go. So before they had a short leash on him, but now it looks like they're letting him pitch some innings. So now I feel more confident taking an over hit any prop with him, really. So over 4.5 hits, I like that. I can see him giving up 5 easy giving up 5 strikeouts. I'm not touching that. Not San Diego. We learned that lesson this week. Well, we didn't, but other people did. Oh, outs. He's going up. Cool. Vasquez, what you got for us, buddy? Nothing against righties. Oh, I got some red on there. We got not the best numbers. Oh, okay. Hits have gone. Hits outside of 12. It's been pretty low. 6 is not bad. It's not terrible. It's not great. Strikeouts have been all over the place. Earned runs. Yeah, I know Tampa's last in strikeouts, but look at that. Can you really take a strikeout prop when you see 1, 2, 4, 3, 2? Your number's 4.5? No, I can't. That's a pass. Earned runs has been good outside of 2 games, and walks, Okay, and bats, we have Jackson Merrill's doing Jackson Merrill things. Cronenworth, Machado, Toluca. Okay. I think in this one, I'm going to take Baz. That's it. I just want to take Baz. I like that one a lot. I see Merrill, and I'm enticed by the 4 green spots because 4 out of 5, 7 out of 10, 70% of the last 20 games, and then head-to-head 100%. And that's cool. That's cool. If you want to take the props, I'm limiting player props. It worked out great yesterday. We're taking Baz. We're going to move on. Oh, and we're also going to take San Diego in the money line. Can't forget the money line parlay. We're going to take San Diego today. So just because I think they would do pretty good. So we'll take that and move on to the next game. All right, next up we got Pittsburgh and Cleveland. You can see Cleveland's a heavy favorite in this one at 162, 8.5 is your total. Looking over at the weather, we come down to Cleveland. There it is, pretty good. 77, winds slightly blowing in at 5 miles an hour, nothing to worry about. Pittsburgh's lost 4, Cleveland's won 2, 55% nerfy, 7.7, 325 for Pitt. That's 4th and 3rd in the last 3 games, including 8 runs yesterday. It don't matter how much you score if you can't stop the other team from scoring. So, yeah, because Cleveland 6 runs, 308. That's 9th and 5th. So it was 10-8 yesterday. Yeah, very high scoring game. And Pittsburgh strikes out a ton at 28th. You see that? They always strike out a ton. Looking at the pitchers, let's see. I haven't pulled them up yet. No. Let's see. We got LL Ortiz going out there and Matthew Boyd. Let's do LL first. Game log. What you got for us? You pitched a gem against Cincy last time out. 6 innings, 4 hits. Before that, you've been prone to give up some runs. Boyd going out there for Cincy. He's only pitched in 3 games, and you can see the 3 he's done. Pretty good. Can't complain. Only 5, 5, 6. I mean, good quality starts, I would say. Props. Let's go. Boyd, we only want 2024 because I don't care what you did last year. I want what you did this year. So Taylor's 310 at bats. That's the only thing that stands out here. Against lefties, Davis is 300, but nobody else is really impressing me. Reynolds at 283. Okay. 2024 only. There we go. Outs, strikeouts, hits, earned runs, walks. Three games ain't enough. I need more data. Let's see what we got. LL, what you got for me, buddy? Nothing. Over 1 for Thomas. Okay. Righties are, it's a bunch of mid twos, but nothing terrible. Okay, that's fine. Outs, you're very consistent. This is the type of consistency I like. Are you going to get to, what is that, 5 2/3? That's all you got to do? No. Yeah, 17. It's 5 2/3. With these bats out there today, these bats are hot. I don't know because they strikeouts is a no. Hits 5. They expect him to give up hits, and it's favored. Ooh, I'm gonna have to take over. What's the over? 8.5. Ooh, that's tempting. That's real tempting. Okay. Okay. Let's go to props on the bats. Okay. Pittsburgh. Wow, you gotta go all the way down to Quan to get us to Cleveland. And it's O'Neal Cruz is crushing it. 8 out of 10, 5 in a row. It's plus 125 for HRR. Reynolds is right behind him. He's 5 for 5. Randall's 5 for 5. McCutcheon's 4 for 5. The whole team's cooking. So now you get to face a boy who's done pretty decently. Instead of taking these props, I think I'm going to do exactly what I just said. I'm going to take the over 8.5. I think both teams are going to get some runs today. Do I expect 8 to 10 again? No, but I expect more like a 4 to 6, 3 to 6, something like that. So yeah, we'll take that. We'll take the over. I'm not taking a side. Neither one stands out to me. So just the over 8.5. Next game. Oh, you know it's an amazing day when you get to bet on multiple sports and Scooble's pitching. Oh, beautiful. Boston, Detroit. Detroit 135. It should be higher. I don't care. It's Scooble. Over under 7.5. Let's see. Let's look at the weather. Weather in Detroit is up here. There it is. Pretty nice. Wind blowing slightly out. 82 degrees. Pretty good. Can't complain. Detroit, 2-game losing streak. Boston 1-1. 50% nerfy based on what they've done. 3.3, 182 for Boston. That's 19th and 27th. That ain't good against Scooble. Detroit, 2.7, 213. That's 25th and 22nd. That ain't good against anybody else. So, I mean, the offenses are not going to be good. That doesn't mean taking nerfy. Nerfy should, we need to settle down on some nerfies. Everybody get nerfy crazy. We need to calm down on those. So, let's look a little closer. Pavetta's pitching. We look at Pavetta. This is why he's not reliable. You see these numbers? 10-7, 6-3, some twos, okay, but yeah, just not the best numbers. And then Scooble's been prone to give up a first inning run. He's done it more than once. So, I mean, yeah, the numbers are great. He only gives up a run, but it might be the first inning that he shuts you down the rest of the game, which that does help a nerfy. So, yeah, there you go. There are the numbers. And we do see that Chicago, Boston is doing better on strikeouts than usual. So usually they're in that bottom 5 range of strikeouts. So still might want to take a Scooble strikeout today. Let's look. Who we got? Let's start with Scooble. Since we're talking about him, let's do him first. History, what we got? We got some green. Casas has got a home run at 500, only 2 at bats. Devers is 2 for 6. 2 for 6 with a home run. See, they have some. Boston has some success against Scooble. Against lefties, you can see a couple 300s. That's a 300. That's a 300. Ooh, it ain't going to be an easy game, but the strikeout rates are pretty high on some of these guys. 40, 31, 36. This is, they strike out a good bit against lefties. That ain't good. Strikeouts is 6.5. Oh, you gave me a good number. Oh, if it was 7.5, I was going to leave it alone. But you gave me 6.5. Ooh, okay. A whole season, he's gone over 62% head to head. He only got 3, but that was last time. That was last year when he faced him. Oh, this is tempting. Oh, this is so tempting. Oh. No, I'm gonna be smart. I gotta be smart. No, I'm wasting so many profits. I gotta be smart. You can take it. If you take it, I root for you, but I'm not. Oh, we're gonna be strong here. You know how hard it was to say no to that? Just say no. Just say no. Oh. All right, let's go Pavetta. Pavetta, history. Oh. That's that's a lot of zeros. It's nothing but zeros. Okay, against righties. Detroit's not good against righties. Let's put it that way. They just aren't good. I mean, Carpenter is, Green kind of is, but no one else really is. So, it's Strikeouts, earned runs, all over the place, walks and outs. Oh, this makes me want to take Boston, even though Scooble's pitching. Oh, I can't believe I said that out loud. Oh. Bats, McKinstry, Duran, Meadows. Meadows we just saw doesn't do good. McKinstry doesn't do good. I hate to do this. I lean Boston. I can't force myself to bet it. I can't. So I pass. Next game. All right, next up we got Oakland and Texas. Texas is 165. 8.5 is your total. Let's look at the. Well, nope, there is Texas. There is no weather. They're in a dome. So we have 55% Nerfy based on what they've done. Oakland's offense is on fire again. They're the one team that will just pop off for 19 runs for no reason. They've done it multiple times this year. No one else has, oddly enough. 9 runs for number 2 in the last 3. 330 average for number 2. They are just in fuego. Texas, 2.7, 229. That's 25th and 19th. So you got to give Oakland all the advantage. A moderate to even big advantage with the offense. Pitching, let's see. Estes is going out there. And Estes has, I mean, look at the numbers. They speak for themselves. His worst game is a 7-3 against the Mets. Outside of that, dude's been cooking. I mean, Cody Bradford's going out there for Texas. And his numbers are about the same, except for that 555 down here. Yeah. I'm leaning Oakland on the money line. I'm tell you right now, I'm leaning it. Even though Texas is 165, I got Oakland plus 142, and the numbers are just there. Okay, it's one of those weird ones. All right, cool. Let's look at some props, see what we like. I'm intentively putting Oakland in the money line parlay. Now let's keep going. Let's see what we got. Bradford. Okay, cool. A bunch of zeros. That's fine. That's one game. I can tell what that is. Against lefties, Oakland is. There's a couple 100s, but then there's some mid 2s. Okay, whatever. Cool. Hits, strikeouts. You're up and down. Either you're on or you're just off. Okay, I don't like that. I need consistency in my props, guys. How hard is it? I say it every day. I need consistency. You're not giving it to me. Estes, what you got? Your history. Let's look. Nothing. That's great for Estes. If you haven't seen him before, you don't know what to expect. We got some 200s. We don't have any 300s. Both offenses don't look to be that great. I mean, we know this already. Texas offense is kind of terrible this year. Oakland is very sporadic. So strikeouts, hits. I'm not calling any of these props. I already know it's. I can tell. Yeah, I can tell. Bats, Butler. 9 out of 10, 5 out of 5. He's hit the HRR. It's plus money. Zach here has been crushing it for almost 20 games now. 7 out of 10. Sager's at 2.5, but he's hit it at 7 out of 10, including 4 out of 5. Ooh. Over is 8.5. But the offense are just Texas offense is terrible. I mean, that's just not good. All right. All right, I got it. I already got it. I'm already doing it. I take it Oakland money line. That's all I'm taking in this one. But I think I'll put it in the parlay. If I don't get enough games, I'll put it in the parlay. But if I do have enough, it'll be just a standalone bet. Does that make sense? So Oakland money line, next game. All right, next up we got Mets and the White Sox. Mets are obviously going to be a big favorite. It's the White Sox. Come in. 9 is your total. Let's look at the weather in Chicago. There it is. We can see 4 coming in, 878. Pretty nice. Can't complain. Chicago's lost 8. Mets have won 2. Yesterday was 5-1. That was the final. 4.3257 for New York in their last 3. Chicago 1.7184. That ain't gonna get the job done. That's why you lost 8 games in a row, guys. They're kind of just giving up the rest of the season. Like, what's the point? I mean, the point is you're gonna make history. You're gonna be the worst team in all of baseball history. And baseball goes back a long way. Long way. So terrible. Ugh. All right, let's pop over to pitching. Davis Martin's out there pitching for the Sox. I mean, there's bright spots. Dude's been good. These last 4 games, dude's been cooking. Quintana's going out there for the Mets. Bright spot this last game. Before that, trash. Before that, not great. I lean Chicago's pitcher in this one. Just gonna say it. I just lean him. Yeah, he pitched 4 good 6 innings for against San Diego, but before that, you were awful. This dude's been nothing but good. So, yeah, I lean Chicago's pitcher slightly, not by a lot, just slightly. So let's go to some props. Let's start with Davis Martin. There's no history, obviously. Mets against righties. Mets are one of those balanced teams now. They're good against both sides, and it's not just lefties anymore. Remember the start of the season when Mets were just great against all lefties? No, you can see there's more righties on this screen that are green now. So more balance is what you want to see. Hits, earned runs, strikeouts, earned runs, walks, outs. None of that. Don't care about those. Quintana history, what we got? A lot of nothing, pretty much. Home run for Vargas in 2 out of 5 at bats. Against lefties, Howard. Well, Chicago. Well, there's a 300 for Julks. There's a 290 for Vaughn. Oh, look at Chicago. They do a little bit of something versus lefties. Righties, they don't, but lefties, they do. Okay. Outs, strikeouts, hits, earned runs, walks. Nothing there. Bats. Ugh. Vientos is there, but he's only 3 out of 5 last game. Benintendi walks. I'm not taking walks. So, this feels like one of those weird ones that like Chicago wins like a 2-1 game just because their pitcher shuts down the Mets, but the Mets pitcher gives up a couple runs. Doesn't it feel like that just from looking at this? It feels weird. It feels so weird. I'm not touching it. If anything, I'd bet Chicago just for fun. But outside of that, I'm going to pass and move to the next game. All right, next up, we got KC and Houston. Houston minus 135. 7.5 is a total. Let's look at the weather. Nope, it's Houston. Nope, we're in the dome. No worries. Houston won 3. KC lost 3. 51% nerfy. 3.3, buck 73 for KC. It's 19th and 29th. That ain't good. Houston, 6.3, 333. They only scored 3 runs yesterday. If they would have got 4.5, I would have hit another parlay. That's how close we were to just having an amazing day. It was a great day overall. So 6 and 1st. So yeah, you lean Houston's offense still. Today we have Reagans going out there, and Reagans has been, pretty decent. I don't see anything bad here. And then Kikuchi has been, he's been good since he got to Houston. So we got 2 decent pitchers. There you go. Against a struggling KC offense and a pretty hot Houston offense. Makes me want to take Houston money line. Interesting. Let's look a little closer, shall we? Let's start with Reagan since we pulled him up second. Load it up. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Reagans. Oh, we got some history. 286 and 14 at bats. 545 for Jordan and 11 at bats, but no home runs, but 6 RBIs. I like to see that. He doesn't strike out. So, ooh, Dumont's got 400 average and 10 at bats. Okay. Jordan's 364. Tell me you're on the batting prop. No, where are you? You're way down here. Ooh, you're way down here. If you were up here, I'll take you, but you're down here in the gold area. I'll need you in the green, buddy. Sorry, can't do it. Anybody else really stand out? No, not really. So okay, cool. Hits, strikeouts, earned runs, outs. No. How are the strikeouts? No, they're both not striking out. Not really. Both top 15. Let's look at Kikuchi. What you got for us? A lot of zeros, but not many at bats. A lot of nothing, really. Okay. Against lefties, how does KC do? A couple 300s, 2 more 300s. Okay. It's, these are both decent pitchers, so I don't see anything that's saying me to take. Yeah, the only thing I really see is Houston's offense is clicking way more than KC, so that makes me want to take Houston money line. Which is what I'm going to do. Houston money line. That's it. Next game. All right, next up, Toronto and Minnesota. Minnesota's 144. They're a pretty decent favorite. 9 is your total. Looking at the weather for Minnesota, we can see it's going to be pretty nice. Wind blowing out at 12. That might matter a lot when it comes to points. What was the total? 9? Oh, okay. Let's look a little closer at the info. We see what we have here. Toronto, 0.7 runs in the last 3. It's 30th. That's just terrible. 1.74 for 28th for Toronto in the last 3. That's why you lost the game. That's not good, but you're not striking out. Hey, good job. Minnesota, 3 runs, 248 is 24th and 15th. But they are striking a little bit. You lead Minnesota, but they're still not great at offense either. Just Toronto is just abysmal. Oh, pitching. What we got? We got Cheerios going out there. Barrios. His last 4 games have been pretty good. He was a little rough against the Yankees, but the last 4 have been pretty good. Zebby's going out there for Minnesota. Zebby's only pitched in 3 games this year. So, Yeah, 2-2-1. Zebby's been pretty decent, and he struck out 7 last game. Oh, but Toronto's not striking out. Never mind. Don't care about that. Let's look at the props a little closer. Zebby. Not going to have any history, but we can see Toronto versus righties. Ooh, it's a lot of green. Okay, I know they're batting terribly, but they might have a better day. They should have a better day just because all this green. Statistically, they should. Doesn't mean they will? No, because the stats don't mean nothing sometimes. So, I'll show all the props, but I don't like any of his props. Nothing. Let's look at Barrios. What we got? History. Doop, doop, doop. A lot of red. Santana's only a $182 and 22 at bats. Margot's 500, but it's 10 at bats, but he's done nothing with it. So, Toronto. Minnesota versus righties. We got a lot of mid twos. Miranda's the only one at 300. That doesn't help anything. Strikeouts have been pretty high, and they are your middle of the pack on strikeouts. I mean, you could take that. For a whole season, he's gone over 63%. Head to head, he's hit 5-2 in a row. It's at 150. It's too close. It's too close for me. I'm being cautious now. I'm being a little more cautious on my plays. So, I mean, if you want to take it, by all means, I lean it, yes, but I'm not going to take it. So, let's come back. Hits, earned runs, walks, oots. Maybe if you like to trend up, maybe you think, no, I just don't, no. Bats are just also terrible. Vladdy's the only one who's done anything in the last 10. He's only done something in 3 out of 5. Yeah, this game is awful. Let's just be honest. This is a terrible game. I mean, people will take the nerfing in this. They might hit, they might not. I'm not taking a nerfie. Nerfies are in timeout until they show me they can act right. So, to me, that's a pass. We're moving on to the next one. All right, we got a fun one. We got Milwaukee and Cincy. They played a doubleheader yesterday, which was a close one followed by an absolute 2-touchdown blowout. So we have Milwaukee slightly favored. 9 is your total. Let's look at the weather. We see for Cincy, there it is, way down here. It's going to be a little nasty, 79 degrees, 4 miles an hour, cool. Milwaukee's 1-4 since he lost both yesterday, obviously. 8.3, 321 for Milwaukee. That's third and fourth in the last 3. Cincy, 4.7, 229. That's 15 to 19. So you got to leave Milwaukee on the offensive side. Pitching is fun because Montes is going out there, and he's a Brewer now, but you see his picture, he used to pitch with Cincy. So he's only pitched 5 games. Before that, he was with Cincy for all these games. So it comes to that fun one we had a few weeks ago with was the Mets versus Oakland and Blackburn, and like, okay, is your former team going to know how you pitch? Probably so. So let's see what we got. Let's go. Cruz, on the other hand, it's a bullpen game. Like, why? I mean, yeah, I mean, I know, I understand the rotation and everything, but okay, cool. How's he been? He gave up some runs to Oakland, and he's been giving up runs. I think he gives up some runs today to the Cincy Bats because they should know how he pitches since he was with them all year, up until 5 games ago. So let's look at, I don't have props for Cruz because he's a bullpen guy, obviously. So we will look at Cruz's history. Not Cruz. Oh, I can look at history. Hey, all right, cool. We got some history. Not much. Ain't nothing there. Milwaukee versus righties is pretty average. Everything's in the middle. They're one of those teams that's balanced both sides. Let's pop over to the other side. Whoop, Montes. Hey, France is 429 and 14 at bats. Okay, are you on the bats, France? You kinda. 4 out of 5, yes. 60%. Not good enough. Not good enough. Let's see. Cincy versus righties as a team. Ellie's 284. Hines still hasn't played yet. Okay. Cool. Strikeouts, very up and down. Hits, earned runs, walks, outs. I think he gives up runs. I think Montes gives up some runs to his old team, but I don't know how many. And Milwaukee's on fire, so it's like, who do you take? It's like, yeah, it's going to be a hard one. Let's go to Bass real quick. I forgot that one. Let's do Bass some more. Seamus has been doing good, but he's cooled off a little in 3 out of 5. Frelick is doing all right. Ellie's doing Ellie things, 5 out of 5, 8 out of 10. Ellie's just, yeah. So Ellie did steal a base. Oh, this is going to be rough. Oh, I gotta pass. I gotta pass. I just don't. I leave Milwaukee obviously because of offense, but the fact that he's facing his former team, they know how he pitches. They know everything. So that it's what I did for the Oakland New York Met game, and Oakland won that game easily because they just teed off on the pitcher. I can see Cincy winning this game because they tee off Almontes because they know how he pitches. So, but I don't trust Cincy's bats. I just don't. So I'm gonna pass. What's the total? Yeah, I'm gonna pass. Next game. All right, next up we got Atlanta and Philly. Philly is a moderate favorite, 155. 7.5 is the total. Looking at the weather, you can see it's gonna be pretty good. 6 miles an hour blowing out. Not bad at all. 51% Nerfy based on what they've done this year. 5.3, 231 for Atlanta. That's 12th and 18th in the last 3 games. Philly is not good. 2.3, a buck 85. That's 27th and 25th in the last 3. You got to lean Atlanta with the offense. However, Atlanta's 29th in strikeouts. Philly is 21st. So we're going to look at some strikeout props in this one for sure. Pitchers, Fried going out there. You can see what they've done. Faced Philly 10 days ago. 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned, and 4 Ks. And then Wheeler went out there the day before with 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned, and 8 Ks. So they both seen each other within the last 9 to 10 days. So coming to the props, we'll start with Fried. History against Philly. Couple home Turner's 351 with 3 home runs, but it is 37 at bats, so a 22 K rate. Anyone else? Rojas only got 7 at bats with a 429. I mean, they face him all the time. So, and who stands out in the bats? Olsen, Ramuto, Laureano, Arcia. He had 2 home runs yesterday. Oh, okay. That was crazy. Okay. Against lefties, Philly does pretty well against lefties, but you can see Philly's struggling right now as a team hitting against anybody. It doesn't matter what side it is. So, let's look. Outs, very, I don't like this dip. I don't like that dip at all. Strikeouts, head to head. Oh, 0 for 5. Okay, no strikeouts for Fried. Nope, you're 0 for 5. You're not even close to 7. 7? No chance. No shot. Nah, no way. Earned runs head to head, last 10. Hits last 10. Yeah, nope. Walks. Yeah, no. Okay, Wheeler, let's look at your stuff. Wheeler history. Ozuna's only 194, but he has 2 home runs and 36 at bats. No one's really standing out. Maybe Harris at 308, but nothing. Okay. Oh, and I forgot to look at the last thing. Braves against righties. They're middle of the road, middle to bottom, because that's how they've been bottom 15 most of the year in offense. Let's see. Hits, 5.5, head to head. Okay. Strikeouts head to head. 12, 10, 8, but then a couple just. Okay. How have you done last 10, though? 7.5's your number? Ooh. That's so high. Why? What's 6.5? 170. Oh no, we ain't doing that. Pass. Moving on. Those are. They think they got gold there with that one. I don't think so. What's your earned runs head to head? You've been pretty good except for 1 game. All right. Walks and outs. You've been pulled any? Yeah. No. Yeah, you're consistent. Okay. Yeah, I don't like any of that. Olsen, what's the over under? Is it 8.5? Because if it is, 7.5. Oh, the last 2 games they faced last week were under. Oh, this is a hard one. I'm just gonna say it's a hard game to predict. Both pitchers are good. Both offenses. Braves from average. Phillies kind of. Both pitchers good. What's 7.5? I can't take under 7.5. That feels weird. I'm passing. I don't care. Pass. Next game. All right, next up we got Dodgers and Diamondbacks. Yes, LA is minus 130. Over under is 9. It's in the Arizona, so there's no weather. They're in a dome. Dodgers won 3. Diamondbacks lost 2. 41% based on what they've done for the Nerfy so far this year. 7.3, 282. That's 5th and 10th for Dodgers in the last 3. Arizona 6.3, 299. That's 6th in both of those. So the offenses are all top 10 right now. Neither team striking out much. Let's look at the pitchers. We got Gavin Stone going out there, and he has been his last 3 have been amazing games. Carroll's going out there for Zona, and he has not been amazing. So you already got to lean Dodgers right there, just off the top, just because the offenses are about the same, but the pitcher, I would lean Stone, just for sure. Let's look closer. Let's look at Kelly first. Ooh, there's a lot of history against Kelly. That's a lot of history. Let's see what we got. Otani's 1 for 3. Taylor's 300. He's 300. Muncy's 434 at bats. Lux is 514 at bats. Freeman's 296 and 27 at bats. Mookie's at 250, but he got 3 home runs. I mean, Smith's 3 to what? Okay, how are they versus righties? I don't care. Look at these numbers against Kelly. Gee. Okay, I mean, wow. Okay, let's look at props. I don't know. I mean, I feel bad for Merrill Kelly. He might get teed up on today. Strikeouts, hits, earned runs. We'll look at head to head too in a second. Head to head. All right, let's start over. Head to head. Strikeouts. No shot. No chance. Hits 6 to 12. Earned runs. Oh, I mean, he's had some good games. Okay. Okay. Let's go Stone. What we got for Stone? We got a little bit of data, but not much. Nothing too impressive. Against righties, nobody stands out. They're consistent both sides of the plate. No one really stands out. Only bat that stood out was Carroll. He's up here. And if we look at Carroll real quick, we see that he is 240 for the year and 2 for 6 against him for his career. So I'm not taking Carroll's bat today. I took it yesterday. That was the only batter prop I took, and it hit. And he hit a home run too. Love that. So props, hits, strikeouts. How are the strikeouts? Yeah, neither team striking out. That's a pass on that. Earn run, walk, outs. I don't like any of those. All right, so I don't like any props in this one. I lean, hell, Dodgers team total over. Yeah, we're doing that. We're putting the Dodgers in the money line parlay for sure. And then we're gonna pop over here. We're gonna grab a team total for Dodgers over what? 4.5? Sure, why not? LAD team total over 4.5. Yeah, we'll do that. Can I do hits? That'd be a weird one. Oh, I can. Dodgers over 8.5 hits. That's a crazy number. I don't know if I want to do all that. I'll just stick with the 4.5 team total. Dodgers moneyline parlay. Next game. All right, next up, Baltimore in Colorado in Coors Field. Baltimore is a pretty moderate favorite. 11.5 is your total. Weather in Coors is looking like, where'd it go? There it is. Blowing in 10 miles an hour, 88 degrees, no rain, pretty good. Let's see, Colorado lost 2, Baltimore won. Yesterday it was 5-3, 4 runs, 212 for Baltimore in their last 3. That's 17 to 23rd. Colorado 6.3, 295. That's 6 and 7. So the offense is trending down, but you still lean Colorado. Baltimore trended up a little bit, but you're playing in Coors Field. Your offense should go up a little bit. That's what happens. Elevation. Pitchers. We got Kramer going out there today. We see what he's done in his last few games. I mean, up and down. Okay, not the best, not the worst. Feltner's going out there for Rado. And, I mean, he hasn't had a bad game in forever. Wow. Colorado pitcher with good games. Wow. Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have thunk it? So, let's go back up here. Props. Let's see what we got. Because this was a pass yesterday. It's probably, unless something changes, I can't foresee me taking Colorado. Feltner, yeah. Well, we're on Kramer. Let's do Kramer first. Kramer, history, nothing there. Colorado versus righties. We got a couple high 2s, mid 2s. Nothing good. Let's see. Hits, strikeouts, earned runs, walks, and outs. Nope. And then we come over and look at Feltner, and we see Feltner's numbers is 1 for 7 for Rivera. Baltimore is just not doing the best right now. They've had a really rough month. Their month has not been great. So it's I mean, he's been below 3.5, but how many of these were at home? 1, 2, 3, 4 of these are at home. Those other 6 were on the road. So yeah, of course it'd be lower on the road. Yeah, no, sorry, hard pass. Let's see, Doyle has been cooking. How is Doyle doing historically versus, pop that over, Doyle, 276 in the season versus righties, has never faced Kramer. Don't like that. I need some history. Don't like it at all. But you can see he's cooking. He's doing pretty good. So I mean, Baltimore's offense is terrible. Yeah, they're just not doing great right now. They haven't been doing great all month. I don't trust Colorado at all. They've lost 86 games for a reason. I'm gonna pass on this one. I'm playing it smart. safe, smart, cowardly, whatever you want to call it. I'm keeping my money in my pocket. I'm not betting on this game. We're going to move on to the next one. All right, next up, we got Miami and San Francisco. San Fran is a slight to moderate favorite. 7.5 is your total. Looking at the weather in San Fran, we see is going to be blowing slightly out at 8. Pretty good, 63 degrees, kind of cool, kind of chilly almost. Looking at this, we see 56% nerfy, 5 runs, 273. That's 13th and 11th for Miami in the last 3. San Fran 2 in the buck 67. That's 28th and 30th. They're still terrible offensively. But Miami fell off a cliff yesterday, but they did face Blake Snell. Hey, it was 1-0 Miami up in the 7th inning. I was like, whoa, I predicted this, and then they gave up 3 runs. So it was almost perfect. It was almost there. So that was one of the 3 losses, was the plus 1.5. So, whatever. Cool. Let's go to the pitchers. We know one for sure from ESPN. They say Cabrera's pitching for Miami for certain. They have him listed. Here you go. He hasn't been great his last few games. Before that, a couple gems, but I mean, 3 runs at Coors Field ain't that bad. Now, they don't have San Fran's pitcher listed. It says undecided. I'm looking at it right now. But looking at Outlier, they have Mason Black listed as pitching. So we'll go with that. It's better than nothing. So if he is pitching, cool. If he isn't, ignore what I'm about to say. So no history. Versus righties, Miami's pretty decent against righties if he is the one pitching. So there you go. He has some props out. Hits, strikeouts, walks, and outs. There you go. Yeah, I don't know. So let's look at the bats. Nothing. There's no bats. This is terrible. Ew. So yeah, this is just not a good game. We don't officially know that's who's pitching for San Fran, but San Fran offense is just trash right now, and I would lean Miami if anything, because I mean, looking at Mason Black, I'm gonna go back and look at this a little bit closer. Let's see. Hits this year, you gave up 8, 4, and 6. You haven't pitched since May. May was when you last pitched. Yeah. That was Philly, Cincy, and Colorado. Yeah, smart things to leave it alone because I don't officially know who's pitching, so we'll just do it. I leave Miami, though. If he's the one pitching, I leave Miami, but I'm going to pass last game. All right, next up, last game, Seattle and LA Angels. Seattle minus 168 is your total. Look at the last weather for the day. We have blowing slightly out 5 miles an hour. Pretty good. Can't complain. 77. Good weather. Seattle's 1-2, 50% nerve fee, 5.7, 237. That's 10th and 16th in the last 3 for Seattle. LA, 3.3, 206. That's 19th to 24th. Slightly in Seattle in both categories, so slightly in overall in the offense. Looking at the pitchers, Woo is going out there. Let's see what Woo has done. Come on, game log. There you go. Woo's been pretty good this month. Pretty good month overall. Cannot complain. Tyler Anderson. I mean, he's been up and down. He's had great games. He's had terrible games. He had double-digit hit games. He's done it all this month. So let's pop over to the props and see what we got one more time. Let's start with Woo, since we got him last. Woo, what you got, Woo? History. Ooh, it's a lot of green for LA. Okay. But it's not good green, but it's there. So we got a lot of mid-twos. Nothing really, no home runs. Nothing really stands out. Against righties, well, that's why it's green, because LA is just terrible. Look at all these ones. Ooh. Not woo, just woo. Let's see, hits. What was strikeouts? He's getting better at strikeouts, but LA's not a strikeout team. They just haven't been striking out all year. Let's pop over to Mr. Anderson. Let's see. Turner, 429, 2 home runs, 1.3 and 21 at bats. Turner, are you on my list up here? No, you're not even on the list anywhere. Okay, good to know. Good to know. There you go. Seattle versus lefties. A lot of red, a lot of ones. Ugh. Okay. Not as good as I thought it'd be. Okay. Props. No props, I mean, for Anderson. Hits. Very up and down. Why are you so up and down? I don't like this. Ugh. Terrible. Disgusting. Disgusting. I don't like it. Monty, Randy Taylor. I mean, yeah, the bats for the Angels, a couple guys doing good, but the rest just, I'll be honest. The night game slate is kind of trash, isn't it? I mean, I say trash. There's just a lot of good matchups where like they're even. There's like nothing really setting one apart from the other. I'm passing on 6 of those last 7 games. Wow. And that's not just, there's just no clear matchup here for anybody. So yeah, we're passing on it. We're going to call it a day. It's okay to have a short day. So pass, end. All right, that's it. All 15 games broken down. It is a rough day. I mean, looking at this slate, I passed on 6, 7, 8, 9 of the 15 games I passed on because there just wasn't a clear, and 6 of the 9 were just nothing. There was no clear advantage anywhere. A couple I lean, and the ones, if you watch the video, you'll see I lean this. But the rest of them were just, terrible. So, and I'm not trying to throw, you see my units have gone down. I'm trying to keep that green on the screen as long as I can. So we're going to do that. Moneyline parlay, I decided San Diego, Houston, Dodgers for sure. Oakland is by itself right now as a single play, but since we only got 4, why not? Let's add them. Oakland, welcome to the party. Underdog going in the moneyline parlay. So that's San Diego, Oakland, Houston, Dodgers. Outside of that, that's 1, 2, 3 plays and a parlay in the first game. Oh, what a short card we have. And I didn't plan it this way, but hey, guess what? I'll take it. Whatever. We're not chasing more than we need to. If we're not confident, we're not playing it. We're not trying to put picks out for every single game here. We don't do that here. We look for advantages and we take those advantages when we get them. So drop a like, subscribe if you made it this far. Put in the comments what you're playing, because you see, I don't have any plays. I want to tell some of your plays. So, and you know what happens if a tail end hits, you're getting shouted out tomorrow on the video. I do it for everybody. So outside of that, check out Outlier, link the description, because who doesn't like seeing things like this? Awesome. You can even get it for football too. Yay. We love to see that. Today. Yes. So, so much going on. Yes. Outside of that, yeah, that's enough. Appreciate you being here. Hopefully we all end up green. We'll see you tomorrow.